Hello everyone, now I am going to discuss structure of atom with you all. I presume everyone must know about atom, molecules and matter surrounding us. Atom, what is atom? It is the smallest unit of any matter, say the simplest constituent unit of any matter. Now we come to the point, the theory of atom. Atomic theory, which was proposed by a scientist named John Dalton. What he has said? He has said, number one, all the matter surrounding us are composed of atom. Number two, atom can neither be created nor be destroyed. Number three, atom of same element, so similar property, they are identical in nature. And atom of different properties have different types of atom. And number four, the compound are formed from the atom of the constituent element. But is it so? No. There are some drawback of this theory, the John Dalton theory. What was that? Come to the number 1 point. Atom of the same element may not be identical. They may vary in their mass, their density, and these what we call is isotopes. For example, say carbon atom, carbon element whose atomic number is 6 and mass is 12. Another atom of carbon, 6 atomic number but mass number is 13. Another atom, atomic number is 6 but mass is 14. These are called isotopes of carbon. These are called isotopes of carbon. This is the number 1 drawback. Number 2, atoms of different element are not different. They may be same. They may be same in mass. They may be same in atomic number, whatever. For example, and these are called isobars. For example, carbon, whose atomic number is 6, and nitrogen, whose atomic number is 7. But mass number of nitrogen is 14 and carbon is also 14, the isotope of carbon. Okay, and these are called isobars. This is the number 2 drawback. Number 3, what he has said, that atom can neither be created nor be destroyed. But we see this is a drawback, and we, by an example, we can say that atom may be subdivided and further divided into electron, proton and neutrons. Atoms are subdivided into electron, proton and neutron, and this can be shown by one experiment. You must have, you comb your hair, dry hair, and as you comb your hair like this, your hair also goes like this. And this shows there is something, there is some hidden particles, there is some hidden charge. There is some hidden charge. Now where this charge is coming from? So one scientist, J.J. Thomson, has explained us that the atom has negatively charged particle, and that is called electron. And he has proved us with an experiment, and that experiment was cathode ray experiment. So now I am explaining this experiment to you all, and this is the diagram of a cathode ray discharge tube experiment, which shows the atom has negatively charged particle, that is electron. He had constructed this glass tube, and now I will explain this diagram with you all. He had constructed a glass tube which was partially evacuated. That means much of the air was pumped out of this tube, and a high voltage was passed between these two electrodes. One was anode and the other was cathode. and cathode is the negatively charged electrode and anode was positively charged electrode. After passing the high voltage, what he noticed was a stream of particles, negatively charged particles, was coming out of the electrode, negatively electrode to the positively electrode, and this ray was named as cathode ray. Hence, he concluded that the atom also contains a negatively charged particles. But one scientist again came, and his name was Rutherford, who gave his theory and proved that no, atom does not only contain negatively charged particles, this also contain a positive charged particles inside it. But he proved this by an experiment, with an experiment named gold foil experiment.